you excited or not?
Yep.
Why? Quite excited.
Because we're going to NASA. I've never been to NASA.
เดี๋ยววันนี้นะคะเรามาที่นาซานะคะซึ่งอยู่ที่ฮิวสตันไรฮิวสตัน yes แล้วก็วันนี้ฝนตกด้วย This is the second time for me. Yes.
Good, you'll be able to tell me everything.
Pay more the tour guide. ถึงแล้วนาซาของพี่จอนส์ดูดูดูดูดูดูดูดูรอบนี้กับพี่จอร์จนะคะก็เราใช้วิธีการจ้างไกด์ทัวร์นะคะเพื่อให้เขาอธิบายให้เราฟังอย่างลึกซึ้งอย่างรอบแรกที่เอมาตอนแรกค่ะก็ไม่มีไกด์เอไม่ได้ใช้ไกด์แต่รอบนี้เอใช้ไกด์นะคะพี่ไกด์ของเรา
brief enough time to share part of the museum with you, and that's where we focus on Starship Gallery. And from there, we will take you out to where you will catch a tram tour that will take you out to Johnson Space Center, where you'll have 2 stops. So the astronaut training facility and the rocket park where we have Saturn V. So right now, let's get our day going. Right this way. With a couple of others to train our Apollo astronauts on their ride down to the moon and off the moon. It was also their home away from home, so it's like
เราจะไปดูที่เทียเตอร์นะคะ
It's tiny.
So welcome to Starship Gallery.
Real off it.
The artifacts that you see here, the first 2 are actually replicas. It might exited one of these capsules and became the first American to walk in space. So that's what the spacewalker represents. But this is actually not. This one's actually Gemini 5. This is actually. So their mission was an 8-day mission, August 21st through August 29th. And so when they launched and orbited around the Earth, they did not exit out for spacewalk on their and quite kind of linked too. But the helmet that you see links to another Gemini astronaut that became the first man to walk on the moon. This is actually Neil Armstrong's helmet, and they flew down to the moon. So this mission launched December the 7th in 1972. December 11th, Harrison Schmitt and Gene Cernan got into the lunar module and landed on the moon. December 14th, actually 2 days of exploring the moon is what they got to experience. That was long duration. They got back into their capsule and flew. That those capsules looked all bright and shiny, and that was actually the outlet for keeping the light of the sun coming through the morning. That's why you can you see the shield. That's the outer sun shield, and that shield has two portions, just like the equipment does. Some of it does. to go into a clean room, just didn't go in and just go into the lab. We had you there prepared. And you walk into a clean room where the clean room will blow all the lint or debris that you had on your clothes off, and then you would go one of those flight suits, burning suits. Once you got into that suit, and it would do that again, blow debris or whatever off of that, then you go and start your day working in the laboratory. And this is under the watch of NASA. The Johnson Space Center actually watch this. So every single rock and chip and chunk and little bits and pieces that you see sitting in these different boxes are moon or from the moon. So the little chips and everything. So there's actually 2 of Apollo 15 dropped, 1 of Apollo 15, when Apollo 17 was delivered. It's about 3 months we've had it here. So that's the new deal. And it's going to bring you from the toward the moon, keep everything breathing outside of the system and have as sterile material as possible. This class that they're reviewing right now. They call them NASA hopefuls. So there's quite a few hopefuls that have been coming here and interviewing, and they will be a part of this future program, the moon and beyond. So the focus is to go to Mars as well. But right now, getting those crews ready, focusing on still. Now Skylab actually flew in 1973, ended in 74. And in 75, we had Apollo 20 project. We have to handshake the bridge.
มี M&M ด้วยสปาเกตตี้Nori chicken with cheese sauce. This is delicious. Wow.
Shower.
นี่คือข้าวของอาหารแล้วก็พวกยานะคะที่บินอวกาศต้องพกขึ้นไปไลซ์มีข้าวด้วยอ่ะอ๋อมีของเล่นทอยไดโนเสาร์
Yeah, that's they decided to go ahead and bring it down since it's taking too long for the shuttle to be built. Probably not, no. They probably couldn't. So they probably don't have
บรรยากาศที่อยู่ในสเปซ
But as you come through, you'll see there's a whole lot of here that actually has food freezers, so basically that's probably how many freezers.
สภาวะอะไรแรงท่วม
Bathroom, everything you think of, they actually had it in this unit. Now, one thing about this, you'll see a cycle, so you had to exercise. So they knew that these astronauts had muscle atrophy, and they were losing muscle mass. And so that's why and then see how if I had a loss, what the loss was. Overall, all of this was inside this workshop. Now, overhead, as you come through on this side, you're going to see there's a window at the very top of the gallery.
ค่ะก็ออกมาข้างนอกบันไดที่เป็นเดลพาซ่า
The station is in large because all kind of small piece by piece assembled in the sky in the space or is a whole piece. Especially the diameter is not.
and back again.
1. Oh, I remember your phone number. I know grandma.
This is the area, this one, right, honey? White room.
Yep. We're in this part right here.
Okay, take a picture. You stand up.
Property and added another 600 acres to it over on the west side. It's about 1,600 acres.
แล้วก็อันนี้
And as we clear the tunnel and officially enter the Johnson Space Center, over on the left side of the tunnel, you will see some Texas longhorn cattle grazing in the field. And I'm sure that some of you are wondering why there are cows at the Johnson Space Center. Well, Dr. Michael Tommy Stinson, Dr. Mr. Jim Debbie, are
เอกกับจอดก็นั่งรถทางเพื่อจะเข้าไปดูการทำงานของ
usually NASA.
พนักงานของนาซาแล้วก็โปรเจกต์ต่างๆของนาซานะคะ
Staggering price of $1.
วันนี้เราจะเข้าไปดูฐานปฏิบัติงานนะคะ ก็มีพนักงานทำงานจริงๆนะคะ Oh, they make a lot. The first time when I arrived, when I visit last time, so a little bit.
Including all the scientific equipment, and they can begin work right away. Because again, they only spend about 6 months at a time on the station. Now, the very first module was launched into space in 1998 aboard a Russian rocket. That was the Zarya module. That's the long white one that you see in the middle down here. This is Diane. This is the folks, if you can stop for just a second here. This large flight object here with the vertical solar panels on it is one of the rovers that are being designed for our future moon mission. I'm going to talk a little bit more about those missions as we move forward.
Wow.
If you're focused. Well, the gateway, this is the main module right here. So we can go out that large door right there and go out to the rock yard, which is over behind us here, and practice driving and operating the vehicle. It operates off a joystick, and the joystick just commands each one of the 6 sets of wheels to do whatever's necessary in the direction you want to go. Down here in the front, we have on the type of terrain that has to work in. And NASA does have a robotics team made up of young people that actually go, they have competitions here, you can see from the banners against the back wall. everybody behind you can get in the building. And stop right about in here, be fine.
Honey, this is real or fake? Model.
It's real.
Stages, and I'll describe each one of those stages as we move along the length of it. The Saturn V rocket was designed for one purpose, and that was to get us to the moon and, of course, bring us back again. It is what's called a three-stage into Earth's atmosphere. So there's nothing left in stage twos anywhere. Any small pieces that might have made it through that atmospheric burn simply landed in the Atlantic Ocean a couple thousand miles out. But we're still not high enough and still not fast enough. So let's move on to stage 3.
I want to move.
There's a name for
Walk around here, honey.
Who's been paying attention?
109 miles.
52 miles is the
Honey, say again.
entering space.
109 miles.
How high is the rocket?
Say.
You weren't paying attention.
109 miles.
109 miles.
Yay!
15,000 miles per hour.
There's a test at the end of it. Okay. Third stage has a single J2 engine. It's the same kind of engines that were on the second stage, but there's only one of them, which is really all we need at this point because we have dropped a whole lot of weight in hardware and fuel weight. Plus, this engine only has to operate in space where propulsion is a lot easier. But the important thing about the third having such an effect on the time we get the window of halfway through the wind, 25,000 miles per hour exit velocity is 20,000 miles per hour.
นี่คือแบบมาครั้งที่2เราก็ยังแบบเดินไม่ทั่วนะคะ อันนี้คือวิดีโอที่ทำให้ดู ใช่ ใกล้ๆออสตินนี่แหละประมาณ3 ชั่วโมงถึง แทนนี่คือภาพวิดีโอบรรยากาศจริงๆนะคะ and safety จะถ่ายรูป อันนี้ก็จะบอกเล่าเรื่องราวสตอรี่ของอพอลโลทั้ง17นะคะ อ ไม่ชอบพิพิธภัณฑ์ที่อเมริกาก็ใช้ iPhone สแกนก็จะอธิบายแล้วก็บอกเรื่องราวทั้งหมดอย่างเหมือนที่ไกด์คนนี้เขาทำให้ครอบครัวนี้ดูเห็นปะเหมือนในหนังเลย
Two other landing sites, one in California, one in New Mexico. And when they had to use those holes in the
Finally, achieve success.
That's a laboratory.
Yes, we can actually use the Boeing 747 to separate a space shuttle aircraft to do the approach and landing process, the first gliding flights of the space shuttle. Completely novel concept.
Successful flights with models led to test using an actual 747 in a prototype shuttle called
Go ahead.
Future generations will be able to force the technology in the course of a space shuttle program.
But
นี่ห้องทำงานของ
yellow
นัก
panels are,
วิศว
that's
กร
just
นะ
connecting out, so we don't fall through it. Otherwise, you're digging yourself in the hole.
Oh, there was like a kind of jump seat.
क्या चाहिए
International Space Station. Before we talk about the activities that we're doing, first let's mention this awesome vehicle that you and I are flying. We're orbiting inside of a spacecraft that's roughly the size of an American football. Opportunity to do a wide variety of studies that, if we do on Earth, we're going to get a completely different result, mainly because of gravity. Let me give you guys an example. Let's say that you want to combine large amounts of lead and tin. Well, lead and tin is very similar to oil and water, urine. Now, all of the astronauts have a personal funnel. They place it on the top. They use this switch, they activate it, starts the negative airflow, it draws the urine all the way down the tube. Alright, now, it all starts right now. It all starts right now on the International Space Station. Now, real quick, everybody. We've been doing this presentation for